Well, hey, how's everybody today? Once again, MC Klingwrap from Definity, coming straight back at you. Now, normally when I'm not doing music, I do a little bit of a cooking show, but this time round, everybody likes to get pissed, because we all know we like to get stoned. I don't mind what I'm wearing, kids, it's 31 degrees, it's fucking hot. I really shouldn't even have the hat on, but hey, I like to show off. But anyway, let's get into it. You know the old jail brews? Well, I'm pretty sure you know all those boys up in jail. I know when I was in jail, I still like to have a drink. It's this simple. Except in jail, you can't get like your yeast, for example. But you know, like always, I always say that Coles is the best. And yeah, Coles brand stuff. You know, you can get yourself a little 2-litre bottle of fresh juice for $2. Good shit. Kilo of sugar for $1. Now I think this thing of yeast cost me like $4.50, but like I've made about 20 of these already and I've still only used about this much. So I think I've got a whole brewery's worth of alcohol coming out of this. This is just straight bread yeast. But there is a secret to doing this, believe it or not. I thought, oh yeah, just add the sugar, add the yeast, fucking away we go. It's not that easy. But it is that easy. But we're about to do it right now. So anyway, obviously you keep your spare bottle, because what you've got to do, you've got to at least empty out a cup's worth of sugar worth. See, there's the other thing. Everybody reckons that, you know, more sugar, more alcohol. No, it's not really that kind of party. It can be, but you got to know your mixture with your sugar and your yeast, and you got to know how much to mix with what. That doesn't want to come off. Let's do it the fucking easy way. Yeah, motherfucker. Rip that cunt out there. Catch you later, bitches. Don't do that at home. My house, I can put away dirty shit. But anyway, you got to at least run off a whole cup full of your 2-litre bottle. Get rid of about a cupful, which is pretty good. But save it, because all those cupfuls, you make another one. Well, that's what I do. Because it's different flavoured juice and all the other cupfuls, it sort of tastes like shit. You can see all the different ones, because it's, you know, a 2-litre bottle I'm putting a cup into, and it's nearly half full. So yeah, I've made a few today. And I'm a little bit, anyway, that's what made me think, bugger it, let's show them how I get fucked up. So anyhow, we get that little cupful there. Then with a dry cup, get a cupful of sugar in there. Roughly a coffee mug full. You can have a little bit more if you want, but you got to remember your ratio between your sugar to how much fruit juice you've got. Now I've got sugar everywhere. And also to how much yeast you're going to put in. Because you don't want to put in too much yeast, because if you put in too much yeast, it tastes like shit, mate. Oh my God. Yeah, it brews faster, but God, it tastes like crap. But anyway, it roughly only takes 7 days. But the secret to this, so you've got your cup of juice out of your juice. So we'll actually do this over the sink, because I've got a history of putting sugar everywhere and I end up with ants. But yeah, just get that sugar in the juice. The fun part's coming up. This is all the hard shit. The fun bit's coming. As soon as I pour it, I cried. In rehearsal, I didn't spill as much sugar. And I rehearsed 4 times. That's why that bottle's almost full. Alright. But yeah, really, 1 cup out and 1 cup of sugar in. Right. Now you've got your sugar into your juice. Obviously, put the fucking lid on. See how you can see the build up of the sugar on the bottom? Well, we're going to have to shake the crap out of this until you can't see that anymore. If I had one of those slow cameras and put it on pause and shit, I'd do that, but nah, you're going to have to put up the whole show. Oh my God, you hear the helicopter? The cops are coming, they've busted me. Nah, this is all legal. All bought from Coles. Coles brand sugar for $1. $2 worth of juice. I like the black currant and apple because it gives that little bit of flavour. I do the straight apple juice, but it really tastes like that white wine what is it, that Riesling. Oh, fuck that. At least this is a bit sweeter without adding too much sugar. But, because I've got to do a faster than normal because you don't want to see me shaking this for 3 hours, but literally you've got to shake it and shake it. You can make it happen. Alright, let's just pretend for now. Alright, did a pretty good job anyway. But yeah, that I've shaken the shit out of that and all the sugars dissolved. Once all the sugar's dissolved, you make sure it's all clean and there's not too much air in there as well. There's the other thing, like when you're brewing alcohol, you've always got to leave air. And most people have one of those bubble things, like when you're brewing beer or brewing anything else that got the bubble. But because this is like a jail brew, that's why you always leave that little bit of air pocket, and just when we're done, we'll just leave it off a slip, just a little tiny bit. Yeah, no, the shit's gonna kill you. It's not that good for you, but fuck it, it's alcohol. It's gonna kill you anyway, ain't it? Remember now? Okay, so we've shaken up our cupful of sugar into our fruit juice. Now this is a secret. With your bread yeast, champagne yeast is actually the best, but bread yeast is the easiest to get. People put in way too much yeast, and that's what really messes it up. So we've got a really little tiny spoon here. So a little one. If you're a drug dealer, this is what they'd probably give you a packet of. No, you can get more than that. But it's roughly about 5 points if you're a druggie. But I'm an alcoholic, so that's just like a normal teaspoon ratio. Because this is only like a little Barbie doll teaspoon, you know, when your kids got them little playhouses? Yeah, it's one of those. Just a big heap spoon of one of them little tiny play kids teaspoons. And that's it. Chuck that in there. Oh shit, it dropped it. You got to try and keep this stuff as clean as you can, because the more air and the more dirt and the more crap, the worse for you it is. This shit will fuck you up. But soda smoking, so is everything else. And once again, real nice and tight, shake all the shit out of it. You got to make sure all that sugar and that tiny bit of yeast all mixes together. Because believe it or not, how alcohol is made is yeast is actually a living organism. Yeast actually eats the sugar and does these little poos, and what it poos out is the alcohol. Who would have thought? When everybody says let's get on the piss, they're really getting on the shit. It's like, oh, who would have thought? Every time you have a drink, you're drinking a big mouthful of yeast shit. Sugar shit. Yeast sugar shit. And if you don't believe me, look that up. But yeah, it's kind of funny when you do the statistics about it. It's probably how a lot of people stop drinking when they become alcoholics. Not me. I just learned how to make my own. Because on average, like when I talk about, say, $1 for that, it's $4.50 for this, but I roughly every bottle. So the $2 for the bottle to start with, we're talking about $2.05 for 2 litres of kick-ass wine. Because after we've shaken the crap out of this sugar shit, yeast sugar shit, with juice. Oh yeah, this is a clean wrap video. I forgot something. Wouldn't be a definitive video if I didn't have one of these. What am I doing? What was I thinking? This should have happened at the start. Gee, people, someone's going to have to ring me up and tell me to get my act together. Oh, it is my act. All right, a new act, whatever. Sorry for spitting in the sink. That was a bit better than I thought it was going to be. Right, back to the show. Holy dooly. What are we doing? Making alcohol. Right, so now we've shaken the shit. So basically, 2 litres of fresh juice, tip out a cupful, put a cupful of sugar in there, put a Barbie doll teaspoon of yeast in there, shake the fucking shit out of it, make sure it's got that little bit to breathe, leave it tight for about an hour. But then after an hour, you'll probably hear some whistling in your cupboard. So then you just turn it just a little bit so air can come out but shit can't get in. And then you just whack that in your cupboard, leave it for 7 days, and 7 days later, that'll be about, probably about 25% alcohol. That will rock your fucking world. Anyway, that's MC Cling Wrap showing you how to make a home ale brew. Catch you next time.